Deb Williams here, Office Manager at Arvada United Methodist Church. We're focusing on different ministries for our Friday E-Blast, and I would like to introduce Sue Clasen, who is a member of our United Methodist Women. Sue is going to focus on Faraway Friends Global. It is a place where kids can combat poverty and also get a really good education.
Thank you, Deb. I would like to start by explaining the mission of Faraway Friends. It is to equip kids with the tools to break cycles of poverty in their own communities. And they are essentially ministering in a small village of Namasale in Uganda on Lake Kyoga. They are led by Jamie Ward, who is from Lakewood. And when she was in high school, she learned about the civil war that was raging in northern Uganda. She knew nothing about it, and she vowed to educate others about it. She was so appalled at her lack of knowledge. 2 years later, a group of young Ugandan women came to Lakewood High School to talk about the invisible children who were kidnapped to fight in the Civil War. One of those who came was Colleen's Angwich from Namasale, and she and Jamie became the co-founders and co-executives of Faraway Friends. All of the folks who are involved in the organization are under 30 with minimal assets. So it's been a struggle to fund their organization, but through small amounts and bigger amounts that hopefully we have helped them with, they are growing and they're doing some amazing things. Thereafter I read about the organization, I called Jamie and invited her to speak at Priscilla Circle, where I was vice president for programs. Our group was so impressed with her passion, her dedication, her creativity, and her determination that we've been passing the hat on a monthly basis ever since then. And we invite Jamie to our May potluck every year to give us an update. As a group, we have donated, I suspect, more than $3,000 since we have begun doing this. Some of the members of our group were so impressed, and were also members of Faith in Action, and have encouraged and involved Faith in Action. So they have been including Faraway Friends in the Change for Change Lenten offering every year since then. They opened their Global Leaders Primary Day and Residential School in February of 2016. They have 250 students and about 30 staff who they pay $170 a month, which is a living wage in Uganda. Plus, they get free housing. In 2018, their first 7th grade took the primary leaving exam, which, if they pass it, it permits them to go on to higher levels of education. They were hoping for a 50% pass rate and were pleasantly surprised that 100% of their children passed the exam, really validating their educational techniques. Since then, they have been passing along advice to the local government-operated schools in the area through providing those teachers with free continuing professional education, which they had never been exposed to. In 2018, during their summer mission trip, they built 6 drainable toilets for the Namasale Primary School, which previously had only had 1 toilet for 1,000 students. They also built a borehole well for the school, which is now being used by the village as a whole. They have addressed health concerns through partnering with AfriPads, which provide hygiene kits for girls so they can go to school while menstruating. Since the pandemic began, they have been thrown into the role of community provider. They are the only nonprofit organization in the area And besides providing food for their students, families, and staff, they are providing food support for the district as a whole. And they even made the national news in Uganda recently because of their efforts. Some of Priscilla Circle's recent support, with that support, they will hire a tailor who will make masks for 1,000 families. I noted in the Denver Post this morning, the UN General Secretary fears a historic famine in low and middle income countries. Uganda will, I fear, become one of those casualties. They are already running out of food, and as subsistence farmers and fishermen in the area, once their crops are gone or the fish become less available during other times of the year, they have no resource for food. Faraway Friends is helping the least of these in most meaningful ways. And if other organizations in AMC would like to be involved with them, I would urge you to invite Jamie to present a program. And I think it would be especially relevant to the youth because of how young the folks are in this organization. So I thank you and have a good week.